Welcome into the Week 6 edition of the Fordham Football Ram Roundup. Andrew Gullotta here with Fordham head coach Joe Conlin. Coach, last week a 58-39 win over Georgetown. It was a game where your offense scored 50-plus points yet again, and your defense also came through with a couple of clutch turnovers after a rough start. What were your takeaways from last week?
Yeah, I thought we settled down pretty well on defense after the first quarter. Offensively, tremendous job, especially at the end of the first half. I thought we ran the ball really well, probably the best we have all year. So I was happy to see that. And, we turned the ball over twice, but we were able to turn them over as well. And we'll work on that this week and hopefully get it corrected.
As you mentioned, your running game was nails last week, over 275 yards rushing, 4 touchdowns. What's the key to staying balanced? Obviously, the passing game is so good this season. What's the key to keeping the ball on the ground and having that group really succeed as well?
Well, we got 2 really good backs and we got a pretty good offensive line. So, just hopefully Deck calls a few run plays and we have success when we do it. And hopefully it remains nails, as they say.
As we move over to this week in the game against Lehigh, your first Patriot League road game of the season. Last game, they almost upsetted you at Jack Coffey Field. Obviously a really tough team. What challenges do they pose going into this week?
Yeah, they're very good on defense. Very good on defense. They play really hard, good package. They think they do a really good job. Offensively, they have they're much improved up front. They have 3 really good running backs with Zason, Gage, and DePietro. Really good at wide receiver. Jamil and Burbage and 88. They're all really talented. They do a good job. So, we certainly have to do a great job in coverage. They can hurt you multiple ways, and we can't let them throw the ball downfield and have success.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck.
Thank you.
We continue the Week 6 edition of the Fordham Football Ram Roundup with team captain and running back Trey Sneed. Trey, last week, awesome week for you. 120 rushing yards, 3 total touchdowns, 2 on the ground, 1 through the air. For you, what was the key to your success?
I think Coach Decker, he reminds us every day, staying within the confines of our offense, just staying true to what we do, being needy, not greedy. I think that was it paid off a lot, especially within the run game. I think the biggest thing they emphasize on the practice field for us is our footwork, because our footwork it essentially controls our vision. Essentially, I did what I do every day in practice here. When we're in mesh drill, just making sure that I'm where I need to be to where when the hole is there, I can make the most of that opportunity.
And your receiving touchdown came from quarterback Tim DeMora. You're one of 10 receivers he's hit for a touchdown. He also leads the FCS in passing yards and touchdowns. What does he do so well, maybe compared to other quarterbacks that you've seen?
For one, I think his accuracy. I think being in this offense this long, he knows it. Decker's been here for all those years too. I think him knowing the offense like the back of his hand, it genuinely plays off all of us. The wide receiving core, I think we're just putting this many reps and us being battle tested the way we have been in many close games and highs and lows. I think it's just we finally finding that sweet spot. We're starting to gel when everybody seems to be where they need to be, and Tim is the one that drives us all. I'm glad. Me and him, we've been talking for the longest. I was trying to get a receiving touchdown for the longest since I've been here. I'm glad I'm one of the 15 million receivers has gotten a touchdown from him in his career. But, I just think the offense as a whole, I think everyone with the work that we have accumulated all over these years is just starting to pay off, just with everybody knowing their job and executing it.
And you in the backfield with Julius Luffridge, you two have been such a great tandem to start off this season. You guys are 1-2 in the Patriot League in terms of rushing yards. What's your relationship like with Julius? He's a guy, obviously a sophomore. You're a senior, so what's your relationship with him?
Julius is a high-energy guy. He's somebody that you're going to know when he's in the room. He's going to brighten up the room. His nickname is Juice, and it definitely fits. Close relationship. I feel like at this point I'm the granddaddy of the room. Everyone makes fun of how old I am, I guess, at this point. So, at this point, I'm there for leadership, just all the lessons that I've learned, kind of passing it down. Clearly, we see the potential that he can have over his career. I think this is just the tip of the iceberg of what he's going to be. So, no, it's been really fun this year.
Last question. Speaking of nicknames, you said Julius' nickname is Juice. For your duo with Julius, any nicknames brewing? Has the team brought up anything, or is that still in the works?
That is definitely still in the works. Yeah, now you're going to have to – I'm going to get my creative juices flowing. You were actually the first person that kind of brought up. We maybe should come up with a nickname, especially by the end, and patent it so we make a little money off of it with this NIL.
Thanks, Trey. Good luck.
Yes, sir.